Infinity Nikki is definitely the one that's kind of caught me off guard. So this is like the fifth entry in like a popular like Korean dress up series that's been on mobile for a cool minute. Like it's been around for a while, but I feel like this is the one where it's sort of blowing up and people are actually really excited about it. It's a big, massive open world free to play game where you run around and collect pretty dresses. And it's pretty cool, right?
And like, dresses, and you get to like scrub animals to take their extra fluff that you use to make outfit pieces.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The fluff, like the extra fur off of like animals.
You get to grub animals to get their extra fluff.
You get to groom them.
Groom? Oh, I thought you said grub. I was like, what is that? Is that like a game
I said scrub. I think I said scrub. Like scrub them. Like you have a little scrub brush, like a hair, like a horsehair brush that you scrub them or whatnot. But yeah, you like groom the animals and take their extra fur, and there's all types. There's horses and sheep and cats and dogs and birds you can groom and take like you take a feather when you groom
horse's hair and make it into clothes.
Yeah, why not?
If you want the itchy clothes,
It's video games. It's video games, Brian.
Nasty, stinky ass clothes.
There are like wool outfits and stuff, I guess. Like wool isn't always the softest thing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that nothing in this game is stinky. Everything in this game probably smells really nice. Like it's a very scented.
I just love the idea of somebody being like, "Dude, I love those jeans," and you're like, "Yeah, thanks, man. They're horse."
I don't think that'd be very comfortable pants, to be perfectly honest. No, this game I think it's really funny because the buzz around it, like I feel like a lot of just like dude bro gamers are like, yeah, I'll check it out, I'll give it a shot. Like the comments on all the trailers that have gone up on IGN are people be like, yeah, I want to collect all the little petticoats. I want to check it out. I'll get it out there. It's like, and it's honestly like it's a really well-made game. And it's kind of wild to me that once in a while we do get these free-to-play games. A lot of the time, free-to-play is just like, clicky stuff on your phone that's kind of looks forgettable and is just predatory microtransactions. And this has microtransactions, but it's like a ridiculously polished game that you can get a lot of mileage out without spending any money. And I'm kind of floored at how just, I guess, big budget it feels.
The production value feels very good in this game. Outside of like I would say the lack of voice acting past like the very first like prologue, is the one thing that's kind of feels a little off for me. But the music, there's so much music in this game, and the tons of bops, just like really cool elements. Like I had to create a outfit that gave me the ability to be an electrician, where I went into the sewers and there was a bunch of like magical frogs down there I could talk to. And it was just like this whole platforming, like kind of dungeon section where I had to like go through this like obstacle course to get to the main converter to fix the power in the city. And it's just super silly, but very fun.
Is there combat or no?
Yeah, there's combat.
Okay.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Like, you basically, so every ability you get is tied to a different outfit. So when you double jump, you swap and you change automatically into an outfit that lets you, I shouldn't say double jump. When you float, you get like a float kind of ability, so you can hover.
You don't double jump, you bubble jump.
You bubble jump, yes. You get an outfit that does that. There's an outfit for purification, which is what you are doing to the evil enemies that are happening into the that you're fighting against in the game. So you're purifying them. So you have a dress of purification. You have another outfit for when you want to groom animals. You have another when you want to capture bugs or fish and do a bunch of other things. There's outfits that all have different abilities tied to them. And that's separate from whatever outfits you decide to wear for just fashion reasons. And it automatically just switches to them when you do that action. It just changes it automatically for you. And basically the kind of the through line for the story is you're looking for all these special dresses. I forget what they're called, but your task is to gather all of these, and you're a new stylist in this world. And so you're going around impressing people and helping them with their problems. And stylists are like these magical beings in this world.
There are magical beings in this world too. I'm just going to throw that out there. They work wonders. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's horses. there's even evil stylist groups. What? I think there's the one I've run into is called I think it's the Ebony Scissors. And it's this like Team Rocket looking group that are just like super debonair and like just dapperly dressed, and they're like shaking other stylists down for their designs and stuff like that. And so you have to challenge them to a fashion contest based on a theme of their choosing to defeat them.
I love it.
Then you go, and you go through, you build an outfit, and you like do a little fashion show. And then you're scored based on the theme.
Yeah, it's weird to jump into this. I was playing with my 3-year-old daughter, and like I was sort of just not sure what to expect. But you know, so many games that have this level of polish also involve stabbing stuff in the neck or shooting it in the head. You know, like it's rare to see something that is this AAA of a game that's, you know, and also a big sprawling open world thing that's also like family friendly, let alone like squeaky clean. Like it's, you know, it's funny. Your purification thing is just, you know, you fight enemies that are covered in like purple slime that makes them mean or whatever, and you just throw a green ball at them and then they just stop being mean, and that's it.
Yeah, not. To be fair, when you purify them, they like disappear out of this world and transform into materials then you use to make other clothing and stuff. But yeah, they vanish, you know, in a nicer way than most other games give you the option when it does.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you're not dragging bodies around and hiding them behind dumpsters. Like it's funny though, because in a bizarre way, it reminds me of Elden Ring. Like the sort of the vibe of, and again, this isn't when you're like talking to stylists and like, you know, and they're playing, you know, boppy, you know, pop music or whatever, but there's a sense of just kind of confusion and isolation of just being in this strange realm. And yeah, like just being kind of turned loose, and you're like, all right, you got to hop around these rocks. You're going to kind of teach you how to play. You're going to go talk to an NPC, and you're going to be more confused than before you talk to them, because they're going to say a bunch of shit you didn't understand. And
would you say it's the Dark Souls of free to play clothing games?
I actually kind of, yes.
Okay, no, I know that's like a whole meme. This is free to play, like, though, right?
Yeah, it is free to play. And then there's like, but there, I just got to an area where there is like these desolate, like kind of grasslands that are like the grass is all yellow, and like there's like desecrated castles and stuff, like destroyed castles and stuff like that. And so like it kind of does fit that.
Like, I'm not crazy, right? Like that's kind of what yeah. And just
does it feel like icky in terms of like trying to shake you down for money, like a lot of free to play games do? Like,
I haven't had a single time personally where it's like popped up to make you spend money, other than like the tutorial where it shows you the system for doing that, and it gives you one free draw right there off the bat so you can experience it.
Okay.
But like I've done, I think 5 or 6 draws at the 10x, so you can draw individually or you can draw in like bunches of 10, and I've done like I think like 5 or 6 big draws of like the groupings of 10, and that's all based on just what I've earned in game. Like I haven't had to spend any money on that. And there's like multiple collections you can choose from that you're pulling from, and each collection has, you know, 2 to 4 different outfit choices, and you just don't know what you're going to get from there. And there's obviously duplicates and stuff that pop up. They give you a different resource.
The thing that's overwhelming out the gate is just how many different sort of crafting components and currencies there are. And I don't understand what any of it is, because they'll be like, you know, like fish silk or whatever, or like some kind of like horse thread, or like whatever thing you scrubbed off a Pomeranian dog in the forest. Like there's just stuff, you know, there's all these different things you need. And it's the kind of thing where when you're messing around in the menu, and it's not even holding your hand, it's like forcing your hand to do certain things for the tutorial. And I don't think I fully grasped it. So I'm very, very early on in there, but I don't know, it's neat to see a game like this. And again, it's free, which is cool. Like so many free to play games are multiplayer, and there's sort of a competitive side to them. And there's that you can get a lot of mileage out of that. But I kind of dig the fact that it's a free to play world to explore. Like it just turns you loose in there, which is, I guess that's sort of the thing you don't get a ton of.
It's also got a little bit of asynchronous like multiplayer in there, like our Souls games, where once you get further in and you've got the camera and you're taking pictures, you can upload those pictures, and it leaves a like little hourglass vial type thing, like film roll or whatever, in that place where you took the photo in that pose, and other people will see that in their game, and they can click on it, and then your character will appear in that pose in the game, and you can take a picture with them.
So it is the Dark Souls of free-to-play fashion dress-up games, where you can just leave a bloody ghost or like a weird crude note on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think you can well, actually you can leave like comments attached to, like, you can put like a little description on your photos. I haven't seen if those pop up yet, though. I'll have to double look closer when I log in today to do my daily login stuff later tonight.
I love it.
As 2024 comes to a close, there is one question on everyone's mind. What is the game of the year? At IGN, we take this award very seriously. And this year, you're invited to join in on the debate. The payoff to our Game of the Year watch begins on the week of December 16th with our podcast, Nintendo Voice Chat.
Hey, what's up, Super Ninfrendos?
Beyond.
I could see you wielding a Buster Sword.
And Unlocked.
What'd you think after playing it?
Where we'll deliberate and bicker about each console's Game of the Year. It all culminates with the reveal of the big winner on December 20th on our special episode of Game Scoop.
It's been a great year for games already so far. Lots of great games.
Log on and join us in celebrating this year's Best in Gaming. Only on IGN.